we've completed. So we've completed Bhagavad Gita Shloka, chapter 1, Shloka 1, 2, and 3, right? So yesterday we saw Bhagavad Gita Shloka 3, uh, 1.3. So who knows the Shloka? Did anyone revise that?
Purport
Can I,
revised Mataji, but sloga is not revised.
can I say Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Should I recite the shloka?
Yes, Mataji, you can try. What if you've done your revision? Please tell Mataji
Okay.
what is it.
पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्या महतीं च मूं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता. Mataji, here actually,
Haribo.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, here Duryodhana is trying to point out Guru Dronacharya's mistakes, and this shows his very diplomatic nature because once Dronacharya had a political fight with King Drupada where he went and done a lot of austerities and got the benediction to have a son who will kill Dronacharya.
Hmm.
And still, he never failed to teach him the military art. And now the Duryodhana is trying to point out that mistake because of which he's taken the side of Pandavas and arranged the military phalanx very expertly done by him. So he was saying that Dronacharya shouldn't be very liberal like how he was the first time, and that will result in the losing the war, Kurukshetra war.
Yes.
So,
Haribol
yes,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So beautifully summarized and very well recited, Mataji. Haribol to you.
Hare, thank
Haribol
you,
to you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. So, how many of you have revised all the three shlokas we've read so far? Chapter 1, shloka 1, 2, and 3. How many of you have revised the three shlokas?
All revised.
Very nice, Prabhuji. So, Muttumanikam Prabhuji is done. How about the others? Ekambar Prabhuji, have you done, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
Yes, done.
very nice. Bhagya Mataji, Pushpa Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, have you all also revised all the three shlokas?
Vice Mataji.
Haribol. Yeah. So please make sure you revise. That is why we are reading only one shloka every day. So it's a good chance for all of us to, understand, take time to revise as much as possible. One shloka per day is easily feasible. So within a month, we would have read 30 shlokas. So this is the best way you can do. If we accumulate, it will never happen. I also personally tried, which is why I am also reading along with you all only one shloka every day, and that is really helping me. So, which is why I'm telling again and again, please make sure you have, this practice of reading one shloka per day is easy also. At the same time, within a month or if we look in the next 3 months, we would have covered so many shlokas. So, this is the best way to do. So please make sure you do. Okay, we just completed three shlokas and we are going to the fourth shloka today. So even if you've not done so far, also it's fine. It's just three shlokas done. So make sure you at least revise by tomorrow and come for the class so that you can pick up with the pace. Very nice, Haribol. So today we will read the fourth shloka. Let me share my screen. One second. Is my screen visible, Hare Krishna?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
yes.
Haribol. Okay, so today we have to read shloka 4. So shloka 4 says, Atra Sura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharataha. Okay, so that is the shloka. Let's look at the translation. So the translation is, here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. great fighters like Yuyudhana, Virata, and Drupada. So the purport says, even though Drishtadyumna was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharya's very great power in the military art, there were many others who were causes of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhana as great stumbling blocks on the path of victory because each and every one of them was as formidable as Bhima and Arjuna. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjuna, and thus he compared the others with them. Why do you think Duryodhana is telling all this? What is the basic reason?
Because don't go mercy on them because they are the student of Dronacharya. First point. Second point is he is Suddha Brahmana. So mercy, if you give mercy, then we will get the defeat. That is the second point.
Haribol. Very nice, Prabhuji.
He was in fear, I think, Mataji, of losing the war, thinking because Pandavas are pious and they were favored by Krishna being there in their side. So he wanted to show everybody to be very alert and careful.
Yes. So the basic root cause for all of this is the fear he still has. Okay. So though he had the biggest army, so many strong people on his side, all the big acharyas, Bhishma is there, someone who cannot, who does, who's got that boon of not dying until he wishes. So such Karna he had, such strong people he had on his side, and the biggest Sena of Krishna's Sena itself was in the side of Duryodhana. But despite that, he still had fear on Bhima and Arjuna. He still did not fear because one thing he sorted out is Krishna is not participating in the war, because if he knew that if Krishna participates he cannot win. But still, even though Krishna is not participating as a warrior but still as a sarathi, but despite that his fear is these people are so strong and this Krishna is also there, so what if something happens? So which is why, and he's being very very cautious that none of these people like Bhishma or Dronacharya at any point of time do not show any mercy or sympathy, and they should never get defeated. He's being very sure, so he constantly keeps like pointing out to first he started with Dronacharya, then he'll point out to them. So he constantly keeps pointing out, saying this is the mistake you've done, make sure, like alert kind of, right? So that's how it's going. Very nice, Haribol. So we will
Mataji,
keep.
at this point, at this junction, I want to tell one important thing.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Before the start of the war, Krishna played a big role. For
Ah,
this, from this side, they want this what you call बलि बलि चढ़ाने का ऐसा एक कुछ चीज रहता है.
huh.
But that occasion, they made the grandson of Bhima. They made Krishna through his tactics. He made because if he has war, this penance, what
Hmm.
he got because wherever the loses side, he will go and he will only finish the war like that. That penance he got. I forgot his name, but that man only witnessing all the war things in the hillside, one hilltop side he watches one war. I forgot his name, but that tactics Krishna adopted initial stage itself during Amavasa. Barbaric, God. Yes, Barbaric is the key man of
Hmm.
the Mahabharata because Barbaric, he is forcefully finished the barbaric action and
Hmm.
suppressing the barbaric action, and he is only started witnessing due to the mercy of Krishna. That is the another part. Arranged.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for sharing this, Prabhuji. Very nice. New information for me as well. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So what we will do now is revise the shloka and come for tomorrow. So now we'll start our book reading. Okay, let me share my screen again. So before I share, what did we complete yesterday? We've completed how many chapters? Hare Krishna.
30% of chapter 2 and the complete third chapter.
Yeah, we've completed till third chapter. We have completed, right? Totally 5 chapters. We've completed 3 chapters of the book Beyond Birth and Death. What is the name of the first chapter?
We are not
Hare-
these bodies.
We are not the bodies. Hare Krishna. Second chapter?
Elevation at
Liberation
Death. Haribol. And third chapter?
liberty, liberation from material planets.
Liberation from material planets. Hare Krishna. Very nice. So we've completed the last few portion of chapter 2 and entire chapter 3 yesterday. Today we're going to start with chapter 4, The Sky Beyond the Universe. Okay, so would anyone like to quickly summarize chapter 3? What did we read? The important points read in chapter 3. Each one of you can share whatever
Chapter
you remember from.
3, chapter 3, liberation from material planet, always impacting us on Krishna consciousness. Suppose if we want to go Krishna Loga and abode of Krishna, then if we make Krishna conscious fully in our mind, then only we can reach it. And if we after reaching the Krishna Loga, we don't get rebirth. That is the main impact of our mind. And other than that, some comparison they made with the other things. What are even if you go higher planets and lower planets, the birth and death, the miseries will be repeated. And don't think all the except this central planet Earth, other planets are free like that. Don't think like that. So wherever we go, this human nature is going traveling everywhere and traveling to other planet. Suppose if we want to take rest, we have to come in the earth and we have to take the rest. That is the focus things of chapter 3.
Haribol. Whatever you said, Prabhuji, most of it comes in chapter 2 as well. Okay, so yeah. Chapter 3, we read a couple of other points. Who was able to recollect?
It's about
Liberation from material planets. Liberation,
Yes, I
liberation
come.
from
Liberation from material
material
planets is the title.
planets.
I'm asking what points,
The
what
Gnanis
did
and
we.
Yogis are generally impersonalists and although attain temporary form of liberation by emerging by merging into the impersonal effulgence.
The
Very
main
nice.
thing is Krishna is unconquerable, normally. But when after we get Krishna consciousness, Krishna is conquerable. So if we love Krishna, then only we can conquer the Krishna.
Yes, Haribol. Right, so that's what the attitude is what Srila Prabhupada talks about here in this chapter. So he says we should always worship the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna in the attitude of saying, I am your eternal servitor, right? Like a servant, we should always bow in that attitude. You can never conquer Krishna through any other mode. Only as in the form of a servant, for the love only Krishna surrenders. You cannot win Krishna through war. You cannot win Krishna in any other form. Only for love he surrenders. So always that attitude, like, I am your eternal servitor. Please let me somehow engage in your service is the attitude we should keep showing, is what they're talking about. And Krishna is also called Ajita. What is the meaning of Ajita?
unconquerable.
Unconquerable. What does it mean?
Because only devotees, pure love, devotional service can conquer him. Bhakta
Yes.
Vatsala, no?
Conquerable means we can't defeat the Krishna.
Yeah, we can never conquer God. Yeah, okay, we can only, surrender to Him when only through love you can attain the Supreme
Krishna says he can be
Personality of Godhead.
purchased
Very
by
nice.
the
And also, in this chapter, Yes, Mataji. Sorry, you were saying something, Mataji.
Krishna says he can be purchased by pure loving devotional service.
Yes, Haribol. Very nice. Okay, now in this chapter, we also read about something in Brahma Samhita. What Brahma Samhita says, there are two ways to acquire knowledge. What were the two ways?
Ascending and descending process.
Haribol, ascending and descending. What does it mean?
Descending process like by mercy, like when by the acharya we got through Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, or in this process by the mercy we can know the Krishna. And ascending or is that by reading, by self reading, we cannot completely understand Krishna. That is
Yes.
more difficult, and descending is by the mercy, that is more easy way to know Krishna.
Haribol Mataji, very beautifully said. And they call it as Tasyam Sulabha. Krishna himself says, I become easily available. Right? So the descending is the best way to attain the God. Ascending means I myself will have to read books and try multiple ways to acquire the knowledge, and that may not be possible within this lifetime. Whereas descending process is where our acharyas and gurus, they guide us and help us. People who've gone through that path guide us, right? So that becomes the easiest way of conquering. Very nice. And what else did we read in this chapter? Anything else important? He calls
Important
this world.
point is Rupa Goswami, regarding Rupa Goswami, how he got loves from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the point we discussed. And
Haribol.
if he punishes by the Asis also, Rupa Goswami left this what position he hold in the government. He left and he come as a disciple to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we get the full mercy and full love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Haribol. Very nice. And the other thing we read is someone who dies in Krishna consciousness. To which loka do they go?
Krishna Loka.
Krishna Loka.
Krishna. Haribol. Okay. Now, then we also, Prabhupada also discussed that what is the benefit in going to Krishna Loka? So Krishna himself has explained that. What did he say? How did
One
he?
can save himself
There
from
will be
all
No
mysteries.
rebirth,
threefold miseries will not be there.
Fourfold.
fourfold.
Fourfold miseries. Haribol. Thanks, Ekampal Prabhuji. Yeah, Lakshmi Mataji was saying something.
Same thing, Mataji. One can actually free himself from all miseries and
Yes.
he
So
will
he
never come back.
come back. He calls this world as what? He calls this material world as what?
Dukhalaya.
Dukhalayam.
Pralayam
Dukkha.
Asaswadam.
Yeah, Dukkalayam. Right. And then we also discussed what is the difference between Krishna and an ordinary person. Right. All that Krishna has, we also have. Right. So what is the difference between Krishna and a human being? What is the difference? An ordinary entity.
Quantity. Krishna is full of each and everything. We are just a drop, like one. It could, matlab one drop of ocean. He is the ocean, and we are one drop of that ocean.
Haribo, very nice. And Krishna can be everywhere, right? We can just be in one place at a time. Krishna can be there, here, there, at multiple places at the same time, right? That's it. So he's omnipotent. Very nice.
He
And
will forget and Krishna will never forget.
never forget. Haribo. Yeah, see, such wonderful things are coming from all of you. Very nice. And oh, Krishna's abode, what is it called? Where does Krishna live?
Goloka Vrindavan.
Golaka Vrindavan, right? So that's also something we discussed. And who is called a Mahatma?
One
One
who
who has a
simply
pure Krishna consciousness, they are called the person called Mahatma.
Yeah. So what was the analogy given by Srila Prabhupada for Mahatma?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Ma-
Mahatma
yeah,
Mahatma Gandhi was called by Westerners as Mahatma.
yeah, right. And he says it's not a title, It refers to the first class Krishna conscious man who is eligible to enter the abode of Krishna. That's called Mahatma, right? Very nice. And he also talks about the qualities of an intelligent man. What were they?
One who truly seeks the actual problems of life here, seeking for a true solution to the fourfold mysteries. But instead of that, we are creating spaceship and atom bombs and trying to divert.
Yes, Haribo. Okay, very nice. And that he also talks about someone uh, like what is an intelligent man? He questions why miseries are inflicted on him by force. But
And even Prabhupada says human beings are different from cats and dogs because being their rational behavior, they have this nature to be inquisitive, but instead of that, we go on searching for other things to enhance the comforts of life.
exactly, Haribo. Very nice. Okay, so I think these were some of the points we read. I don't think we missed anything. Yeah, so that's what we read. So today we will begin with our chapter 4. Okay, Hare Krishna. Whoever is interested to read, please raise your hands and then we will begin. Okay, let me share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
So chapter 4 is called what? The Sky Beyond the Universe. Right? This is the chapter. So today we will finish our chapter 4. Okay. So Lakshmi Mataji, I see your hand raised. You can start, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Chapter 4 The Sky Beyond the Universe. If even the higher planets in this universe are subject to birth and death, why do great yogis strive for elevation to them? Although they may have many mystic powers, these yogis still have the tendency to want to enjoy the facilities of material life. On the higher planets, it is possible to live for incredibly long lifetimes. The time calculation on these planets is indicated by Sri Krishna. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Ahar Yad Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vidho Janaha. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together is the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. Bhagavad Gita 8.17. One yuga covers 4 lakh 4,300,000 years. This number multiplied by 1,000 is calculated to be 12 hours of Brahma on the planet Brahmaloka. Similarly, another 12-hour period covers the night. 30 such days equal a month, 12 months a year, and Brahma lives for 100 such years. Life on such a planet is indeed long, yet, even after trillions of years, the inhabitants of Brahmaloka have to face death. Unless we go to the spiritual planets, there is no escape from death. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranams.
Danvat pranams, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, so next, Mutmanikam Prabhuji, would you like to read Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, page up. Brahma on the planet Brahmaloka. Similarly, another 12-hour period covers the night. 30 such days equals a month, 12 months a year, and Brahma lives for 100 such years. Life on such a planet is indeed long, yet even after years, trillions of years, the inhabitants of Brahmaloka have to face death. Unless we go to the spiritual planets, there is no escape from death. अव्यक्तात् व्यक्ताः सर्वाः प्रभवन्ति अहर् अगान् आगमे रात्रि आगमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवा vavyakta samiflehe. Then Brahma's days is manifest. This when Brahma's days is manifest, this multitude of living entities comes into being, and at the arrival of Brahma's night, they are all annihilated. Gita 8.18. At the end of the day of Brahma, all the lower planetary systems are covered with water, and the beings on them are annihilated. After this devastation, and after the night of Brahma passes, in the morning, when Brahma arises, there is again creation, and all these beings come forth. Thus, subjection to creation and destruction is the nature of the material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanvat pranams. Pushpa Mataji, would you like to continue next? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. And भूताग्राम स एवयं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्रिगमे वशः परः प्रभृति आहार अगमे. Again and again the day comes and this host of being is active, and again the night falls, O Pratha, and they are helplessly dissolved. Gita 8.19. All the living entities do not like devastation. That devastation will come and overflood the planets until all the living beings on the planet stay merged in water throughout the night of Brahma. But as day comes, the water gradually disappear. Mother, should I continue now?
Yes, Mataji, till here.
पारस तस्मौ तु भवो नियो व्यक्तो व्यक्तद सनातनः या स सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्सु न विनश्यति. Yet there is another nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifestation and unmanifested matter. It is the supreme and is never annihilated. When all in the world is annihilated, that past remains as it is. Gita 8.20. Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Dhanvat pranams. Okay. Ekambar Prabhuji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Yet
We cannot, from here,
we
Prabhuji.
cannot calculate the extent of material universe, but we have the
We have Vedic information.
we have the no, we have the entire creation.
No, Prabhuji, we cannot calculate the extent of the material universe, but we have Vedic information
Yeah.
that there are billions of universes within the entire creation. Can you see the screen, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Page number, Mataji.
Adaji, should I read first?
One
Next
minute.
page you will have.
Page number
Just-
46, Mataji.
Can you see the screen, Ekambar Prabhuji?
Yes, tell me the page number, Mataji. I am referring to
46,
I'm
46,
referring to the book.
Prabhuji. 46, Prabhuji.
46, sir.
Page number 46.
1 second, Prabhuji. I will just check which page it is. Where is it, Mataji? Page 40. Yeah. Page 46, Prabhuji.
We
On
have
the
come down, Mataji, in that
Yeah.
paragraph.
Yet there is another nature, right? In that page, the fifth, in that paragraph, fifth line. After Bhagavad Gita 8.20.
1 second.
Or Prabhuji, you can read next. I'll ask somebody to do this and then you can
Okay,
continue.
okay.
Okay? Okay.
Hmm.
So, Bhagilakshmi Mataji, would you like to read next? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I can try, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Not this Mataji.
Yeah, from we can calculate.
We cannot calculate the extent of the material universe, but we have Vedic information that there are millions of universe within the entire creation, and beyond those material universe, there is another sky which is spiritual. There are there are there all
There, all the planets are.
Matajan. There, there all the planets are eternal, and the leaves of all the beings on them are eternal. In this verse, the word bhavaha means nature, and they sorry, mother. And here another nature is indicated in this world. We have experience also of two natures. The living entity is spirit as long as he is within matter. Matter is moving, and as soon as the living entity, the spiritual spark, is out of the body is immovable. The spiritual nature is called Krishna's superior nature, and the material is ma- ma- material is called the inferior. Beyond this material nature, there is a spiritual spirit superior nature, which is totally spiritual. It is not possible to understand this by experimental knowledge. We can see millions and millions of stars through a telescope, but we cannot approach them. We have to understand our incapabilities. If we cannot understand the material universe by experimental knowledge, what is the possibility of understanding God and His kingdom? It is not possible experimentally. We have to understand by hearing Bhagavad Gita. We cannot understand who our father he is by experimental knowledge. We have to hear the word of our mother and believe her. If we do not believe her, there is no way of knowing. If we just stick to the Krishna conscious method, all information about Krishna and his kingdom will be revealed. Revealed.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Mataji,
Hari Bol.
when I read that time, I some fear, Mataji.
No problem, Mataji. No, Mataji. It will be fine eventually. In a week, you will be fine.
Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
nice, Mataji. Very well read. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Ekambar Prabhuji, would you like to read now?
Yes, Mataji. Which page number?
47, second paragraph.
47, Prabhuji, the second para, Parastu Bhavaha.
One second.
You can see the screen and read, Prabhuji.
Screen is problematic for one Mataji.
Okay.
As Rupa Goswami from
No,
there,
page 47, Prabhuji. You are in which book, Prabhuji?
same book.
Beyond Birth and Death?
All the designations that are attached to the pure spirit soul and which arise due to the body and
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You are reading something different, Prabhuji. You are in which book, Prabhuji?
beyond birth and death.
Page number, Prabhuji?
47.
47. 47, where are you reading, Prabhuji? Which paragraph?
First paragraph. All the designations that are attached to
I don't know, Prabhuji. If you have some different version or something, I don't know, because as per the book we all have, it says Parastu Bhavaha means superior nature, and Vyaktaha refers to that is the paragraph we are in right now. No problem, Prabhuji. If you are not able to read from the screen, then maybe tomorrow you can. I will check the. Just send me a photo of the book you have, Prabhuji, because it is not matching with what we see here, Prabhuji. It's a
yeah.
different thing you're reading. Okay, so Lakshmi Mataji, would you like to read this paragraph? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Parastu bhavaha means superior nature, and vyaktaha refers to what we see manifested. We can see that the material universe is manifested through the earth, sun, stars, and planets. And beyond this universe is another nature, an eternal nature. Avyaktat Sanatanaha. This material nature has a beginning and an end, but that spiritual nature is Sanatana, eternal. It is Mataji. I will take rest, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, please take care. Muthumanikam Prabhuji, would you like to continue? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Avyakta Sanatanaha. This material nature has a beginning and an end, but the spiritual nature is Sanatanaha, eternal. It has neither beginning nor end. How is the possible? How is this possible? A cloud may pass over the sky and it may appear to cover a great distance, but actually uh, but actually it is only a small speck covering an insignificant part of the whole sky. Because we are so small, if only a few hundred miles is covered by a cloud, it appears that the whole sky is covered. Similarly, this whole material universe is like a small, insignificant cloud in the vast spiritual sky. It is encased by the Mahatattva matter as a cloud has a beginning and an end. The material nature also has a beginning and an end. When the clouds disappears and the sky clears, we see everything as it is. Similarly, the body is like cloud passing over the spirit soul. It stays for some time, gives some byproducts, dwindles, and then vanishes. Any kind of material phenomenon that we observe is subject to these six transformation of material nature. It comes into being, grows, stays for a while, produces some byproducts, dwindles, and then vanishes. Krishna indicates that beyond this changing cloud-like nature, there is a spiritual nature which is eternal in creation.
Addition.
In, in addition, when this material nature is annihilated, the avyakta sanatanaha will remain. Arranged.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Pushpa Mataji, continue. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata, Dandavat pranam. Mataji.
Dandavat pranam.
In Vedic literature, there is a good deal of information about the material and spiritual skies. In the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are description of the spiritual sky and its inhabitant. There is even information given that there are spiritual airplanes in the spiritual sky and that the liberated entities they travel about on this plane like lightning. Everything that we find here can also be found there in reality. Here in the material sky, everything is an imitation or shadow of that which exists in the spiritual sky. As in a cinema, we simply see a show or facsimile. of real things. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that this material world is but a combination of matter modeled after the reality. Just as a mannequin of a girl in a store window is modeled after a grill. Every one man knows that the mannequin is an imitation. Sridhara Swami says that because the spiritual world is real, this material world, which is an imitation, appears to be real. We must understand the meaning of reality. Reality means existence which cannot be vanquished. Reality means eternity.
Haribol Mataji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna
much.
Mataji.
Krishna Dandat pronounced. Okay. Bhagilakshmi Mataji, would you like to try or Hare Krishna?
Yeah, Mataji. That sloka not coming. I don't know sloka.
I will read the sloka, Mataji, then you can read the rest, okay? नासतो विद्यते भावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तस्त्वन्योस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः. You can read
Those,
from here.
yeah, those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of that word what Mataji
Tent.
an accident. There is no
Endurance.
endurance. Sorry, Mataji. I am a big and of the existence there is no ex- existential. These seers have concluded by studying the nature of Bhagavad Gita 2.16. Real pleasures is Krishna, whereas material pleasures, which is temporary, is not actual. Those who can see things as they are do not take part in shadow pressures. The real aim of human life is to attain that spiritual sky. But as Srimad Bhagavatam points out, most people do not know about it. Human life, human life is meant to understand reality and to be transferred into it. All Vedic literature instructs us not or remain in this darkness. The nature of this material world is darkness, but the spiritual world is full of light and wet. Is not illuminate. What is that, Mataji? Illuminate. That word, Mataji.
Illumined.
Illumined by fire.
Thank you, Prabhu. Illuminate by fire or electricity. Electricity. Krishna hints of this in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, cannot pronounce. Okay, so I'll continue from this. I'm also going to be a participant today. I'll read one page and then we'll continue. Krishna hints of this in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 15.6. Na tadvasayet भाषयेत सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धामा paramam mama. That abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by electricity. One who reaches it never returns to this material world. The spiritual world is called unmanifested because it cannot be perceived by the material senses. Avyaktokshara iti yuktas tam ahu paramam gatim yam prapya nivartante taddama paramam mama. That supreme abode is called unmanifested and infallible, and it is the supreme destination. When one goes there, he never comes back. That is my supreme abode, says Krishna in Gita 8.21. A great journey is indicated in this verse. We have to be able to penetrate outer space, traverse the material universe, penetrate its covering, and enter the spiritual sky. Paramam Gatim, that journey is supreme. There is no question of going a few thousand miles away from this planet and then returning. This sort of journey is not very heroic. We have to penetrate the whole material universe. This we cannot do by spaceships but by Krishna consciousness. One who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness and one who at the time of death thinks of Krishna is at once transferred there. If we at all want to go to that spiritual sky and cultivate eternal blissful life full of knowledge, we will have to begin now to cultivate a Satchidananda body. It is said that Krishna has a Satchidananda body. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. And we also have a similar body of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. But it is very small and is covered by the dress of matter. If somehow or other we are able to give up this false dress, we can reach that spiritual kingdom. If once we attain that spiritual world, return is not necessary. Yam prapya na nivartante. Hare Krishna. Muthumanikam Prabhuji, would you like to continue?
Mataji. Everyone then should try to go to that Dhamma, Dhamma Paramam, Krishna's supreme abode. Krishna himself comes to call us and he gives us literatures as guidebook and send his bona fide representative. We should take advantages of facility given to human life. For one who reaches that supreme abode, penances, austerities, yoga, yogic meditation, and so on are no longer required. And for one who does not reach it, all penances and austerities are Mataji Pejam. Mataji Pejam, timeless, waste of time. The human form of life is an opportunity to get this boon, and it is the duty of the state. Mataji, please, Pejam. Parents, teachers, and guardians.
Hare Krishna Babuji, just a minute, my net got disconnected. 1 second, I'm just connecting back.
Parents, teachers, and guardians to elevate those who have acquired this human form of life to attain this perfection of life, simply eating, sleeping, mating, and quarreling like cats and dogs is not civilization. We should properly utilize the human form of life and take advantage of this knowledge to prepare ourselves in Krishna consciousness so that 24 hours of the day we will be absorbed in Krishna and at the death at once transfer to that spiritual sky. Purushaha sa parama bharta parabharta bhaktiya labhyas dev ananya yasyantah tani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is
Present in
Mother-
his abode.
present, Mataji Bejam, present in his abode, he is also pervading, and everything is situated within him. Gita 8.22.
Hare
If
Krishna Prabhu.
I,
Dhanavad Prabhu. Pushpa Mataji, would you like to continue? Hare Krishna, we'll stop with this today.
Hare Krishna Mata Pranam.
Dhanavad Prabhu.
If we are at all interested in reaching that supreme abode, the process as indicated here, is bhakti. Bhaktiya means devotional service, submission to the Supreme Lord. The root word for bhaktiya is bhaj, which means service. The definition of bhakti given in the Narad Pancharatra is freedom from designation. If one is determined to get out of all the designations that are attached to the pure spirit soul, and which arise due to the body and are always changed when the body is changed. One can attain to bhakti. Bhakti is realizing that one is pure spirit and not matter at all. Our real identity is not this body, which is simply a covering of the spirit, but our real identity is Dasa, servant of Krishna. When one is situated in his real identity and is rendering service to Krishna, he is a bhakta. Harikesha, Har, Hirikesha Sevanam.
Rishikena Rishikena.
Okay, Rishikena Rishikena Sevanam. When our senses are free from material designation, we will utilize them in the service of the master of the senses, Rishikesa or Krishna. As Rupa Goswami points out, Mata, should I continue?
We'll stop with this today, Mataji. If you've already
Okay,
exceeded, we'll continue tomorrow. Hare
okay.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata, Dandavat Pranam.
Vinvat Pranam. Sari Bol. Okay, beautiful. So we'll stop here today. Please revise this and come. We have few more pages to complete chapter 4. So we will complete chapter 4 tomorrow and we will begin our chapter 5. So please make sure you go through whatever we've read today and come tomorrow. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav ki jai, jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, everyone. Done with
Hare
pranams.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata, Dandavat Pranam.